You are live. Hello. I'm gonna get this set up so we can see everything. There we go. We can see the people. Hey, we alive again.
We live.
We alive.
Hello.
This time I told some people that we were going live. So
W.
let's go.
Also,
But yeah.
too, slow mo's on to make sure just to so we can see your chat.
Yeah.
Thing, so.
Yeah. At least us two will be able to see the chat. And we have a guest coming.
Ooh, we got a guest coming.
Yes. He's getting food currently.
Getting food.
Food is good.
Food is good.
Food is very good.
I had a bowl of cereal for lunch.
You know what I had? I had chips, and that's it.
Oh, they left.
It's fine. It's fine. We just be getting this all set. This time we actually have everything set and ready to go. We're just waiting on our guest today. So probably gonna shut this a little bit. That way we don't have. That way we can just have this lightly shut.
The lighting kind of seems like a very good stuff to chat. Yeah.
There. I mean, maybe not yet. What's up?
So, welcome to WARP.
Warp Radio.
Welcome to Warp Radio. I need to get into the Warp Radio now.
Warp Radio, let's go. Yeah, no, we're right next to Warp Radio. We're in the conference room.
Yeah,
so once Jordan gets in here, I'm shutting that door.
Yeah, I have that one music that I did for my card. I think hopefully it's in there still. Hopefully, if not, it's fine.
I have yet to do my 5-second ID. At this point, as we're waiting to do our show, we're just chilling and chatting and shit and stuff. We gotta be careful of those swears, so that way
we gotta be careful of swearing because the FCC is gonna fine us a lot of money and a lot of moonlight, and we can lose our license in City Plattsburgh. It is really, really devastating. Yes, it is really, but it's gonna be very fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. We're all fine.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Good in the hood.
Good in the hood. We're gonna build a tremendous wall.
No, yeah.
I know a good Donald Trump impression. I told you.
Yeah.
Alligator out.
Oh my god.
Good. You get the unfiltered side live. I told you, but once we get in,
I still gotta work on censoring because I'm gonna at least censor out the 2 swears before I post the first episode.
He literally pointed like, okay, so in the class, like he pointed at me like 3 swears, like yay 3 swears. I didn't say yay 3 swears. I just know I swore 3 times.
It was you that swore mostly the last time, so. I was, and I did.
Don't worry, chat. I promise I will be clean as crystal. I swear on my mama.
The less we swear, the easier it is going to be for us in post.
What did you get for a grade?
I didn't even look at that yet. And he hasn't listened through, and he said on I don't know if you were there for this in class, but he said he hasn't listened to the whole thing yet of everybody's shows. He's only listened to I don't know how much of it, but
literally might update it to a 0. Like what the fuck? I'm in a group, so why do I have to submit my own shit?
No, he said I might have been my fault. I didn't put both of our names on it, but I apparently. But he did say one person can submit. You just have to put both names on it, so that way you can register.
You gotta put my name on it,
which is fine. I just didn't know that, and also that night it was very late, and I was very tired, and I was somewhat frustrated. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking up the because one of the Arcade 1-Up and pub businesses are moving away, so they're moving to a different place.
But they're not moving out of certain.
No, not out of Plattsburgh. No, they're moving to a bigger facility. It
sounds like what Medusa Gaming did. Medusa did that. They did. They went from a smaller building to a bigger building. It's really nice at Medusa. Yeah, it's really nice at Medusa.
Sweet A. So that's near. Wait, is that near Arnie? Oh, they're moving right next to Arnie's. Wow.
I've heard about Arnie's.
Yeah,
I haven't
Arnie's
been
is really
there.
Good. No.
I haven't been to Arnie's, but I heard about Arnie's.
Oh, Arnie's is good. They got good pasta, great Italian food.
Yeah.
Good as hell, man. Good as
hell. Hopefully Jordan will show show up. I mean, we did. How long did it take us to set up this time? Like
I
what?
think it's about. Look at it. I think by the time we started live, I think it was about 15 minutes.
Okay, so
I
we
think
told
we're
him.
good.
I told him 20 to 30 minutes to take us to set up.
That's
so
fine.
Yeah.
It gives us extra time for me to recap, and then I'll drink more water and all that kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Let me mute these that way. This isn't, doing that. Yeah. Well, not feedback, but just it's not bouncing up and down. We're not even paying attention to it because we're just chatting right now. This is kind of like you guys get the pre and post thing, pre-show sort of thing before the actual thing starts, and just get to see us. It's kind of just like a hangout sort of thing, just chilling. So but it's a good time. So we'd be vibing.
Subscriber. Oh, look at that! 331 views. I told you I'm good at shorts.
You're good at shorts. So
I'm good at shorts.
Good. I gotta finish editing. I got to play as the Megazord boss in Fortnite.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my god, yes! The first time since they did the update, which was literally yesterday. Yesterday on that. So I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna save this clip right now and start working on it so I can post it. And then literally after I got those clips into Filmora, which is my video editor that I like to use, I hop onto another match, and where I decided to land again happened to be where it was near, so I got to be on the receiving end of after the Megazord defeated the giant queen demon bug in Fortnite.
Nice.
Yeah. So Neato. So we should have, since this time I told my family and my dad. Oh, hey, mom's on. Hi, mom.
Bonjour.
So we're just chilling, and we're just kind of having a vibe hangout. This is kind of like, I guess you could call it pre-show sort of thing before the actual podcast starts, because we got our guest last minute decided to do, because I ran into a guy that I have a class with, and I helped him with a personal project he did. He's oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah.
But if we talk about that, we can talk about that with him, like in between like the set, when we get out of talking about the movie and stuff. Here he comes. Hey, Jordan. We got the live part going already. So
what's
yeah. So we got our food. He got Chipotle. Oh boy, you said you were going to Halal.
Yeah, but they weren't open.
Oh damn!
I keep forgetting because the weekends the college is never open until late night. So it sucks.
Yeah. But we can start getting ourselves set up here to do the podcast bit, because we were just having a hang session here, waiting, because we got this all set up. It ended up taking us 15 minutes rather than 20. So we were vibing. We can start getting our mics set up here, and then we can get going on this. And how this is going to play out, we're going to talk about, we're going to discuss the movie we watched, and then we're going to move into, like, we'll have like a little in between. Since you're here, we'll have an in between, so we can just have like a little, just a casual chat, and then we can start, and this will be sprinkled in throughout as the two of us think of things, as we'll talk about neurodivergence and stuff like that, and like us too, we talk by experience about it as well. So and then after that, that's basically the podcast. So it's not going to be more than like an hour 30, hour 45. That was how long the last one was.
Like 45.
Ideally, we don't want to swear. That is our goal. Try not to swear.
We're trying not to
swear. Easier on us in post, because then we don't have to censor it. We don't have to. Yeah.
I'll try my hardest.
Yes. That goes for the three of us. Yes. So yeah, I've got to turn this a little bit so we can get people in a little bit. Nope.
Wow.
Hold on. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We good. We set. Ayo. So, all right. And we got some people. So let's make sure our mics are where they need to be. So, because last time my mic was too far whenever I leaned back. So,
we're too far.
But I set mine so that way when I'm leaning back and talking, it's all set. So we'll get our headphones on here, and then we'll get We just press this and it starts recording, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta.
There we go.
Cool.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. We are on here.
I'm just adjusting the volume just in case.
Yeah.
Depending on the voices, so
Yeah, we're probably gonna end up.
we'll try to like. Tone it
We'll
down.
adjust it as
We'll
we
adjust
need.
it as we go.
Could you turn
Yeah.
down my headphone fade a little bit?
This
The-
one, headphone fader. Yeah. This.
He's
One.
pink, so
So this way.
All right, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
all right, there we go. And I'll turn down yours. Do you want yours right there?
Yeah.
All right.
Usually I like it.
All right, there we go. Cool. They're all about the same spot. There we go. So we're set there. We're gonna click record, and all right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? We are on another episode 2 of Unscripted and Unfiltered. I'm Bruce.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm
Now
Jordan.
we got our guest Jordan.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about for our movie. We're going to be talking about
Black Knight.
yes, the Black Knight. Me and Jonah and I just watched that literally today.
I watched it twice.
Yeah, it was so good. I loved it. It was awesome.
It's one of Martin Lawrence's best movies.
Yes, he is the main character of the movie. He's the guy who ends up getting transported into this other world. And-
he was really drowning, but
Yeah, he was drowning.
He was drowning.
He was. That's what's revealed at the end, and I thought that was crazy when they revealed that. He's like, "Oh no, he was fully unconscious and dying when this was all playing through on his head."
Oh, yeah.
So it was really great, and I felt bad for him because like thinking about like regular isekai, kind of like a character going to another world.
Okay.
Normally they have a guide or somebody that kind of tells them, okay, this is a whole other world that you're
right, he just
in.
had to figure it out.
He had nobody tell him what's going on, and for like half of the movie, he thought it was a theme park.
No, yeah, for sure. He thought it was a theme park because that's what he wanted. He saw the theme park in his head from his job that he
Yeah.
But really, what it was is like, how do you take a homeboy, quote unquote,
Mhm.
and put him into like medieval times?
Right, exactly. It was probably the best. It was really well done for a live action isekai because I've only ever seen isekais in anime.
I ain't gonna lie, I never knew the term was isekai.
Isekai is the I don't know what it translates to in Japanese, but I know that that's what it's called when you have those anime shows that have a character going into a whole other world. You know, whether it's the scenario that they died or something else, but either way, they're transported to this whole other fantasy realm or something like that.
Gotcha.
I thought it was interesting that he transported back in time, and
Yeah, isekai, popular subgenre of fiction, meaning a world or different world.
okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah. But what did you think before us two keep bouncing back and
Yeah, I
forth? What
got
did
you. No worries. No, the music. Oh no, sorry. The movie was amazing. Like, it was a very funny movie. Playing out there, it was just working at the local like castle theme. I was it mini golf or something. It was
that was my first impression
was
too
the
when I
first
saw it. He's like,
impression.
oh, so he works at a mini golf course sort of thing.
Yeah, he works like a mini golf course, moving into a bigger one, and then after like everything on that, like it's just been very cool at this point. And then transporting to another world that
Yeah.
is literally built in medieval times, like
Exactly.
it brings out the little history in the medieval reenactment or the history about it, and then it's like learning about the cultures they had in the medieval times and then the history brought out for them. That's
Yeah.
the sorts and how they-
And in the movie, as he's in the medieval times, he just ends up screwing himself over
Yeah.
every single moment. It's great because he's sitting there and he's doing his thing. He's chilling. He's
Yeah.
vibing, and he's just going about being himself, which is great. But what makes it really funny and really bad is that it's like, dude, you need to stop talking. You're not helping yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
And there was one moment that he was talking about he tried to just like, I'm a sorcerer, I can make fire. And then they're like,
We have that.
We have that. And then he goes, oh, and my thought was like, my man is so uneducated to the point that it doesn't help him at all.
Yeah, like it's like every person's like, even though when they feel history, they just don't really much
Yeah.
know about it. It's just like, like at one point you're just like, oh, I just don't know about the medieval times. This is like the one time in the movie, like, yeah, you need to like relearn your history on this point.
Yep. So yeah, poor guy was having to figure it out as he went, which probably was the worst case scenario for a guy like him. Not that guys like that are bad. Is that scenario? It's not your ideal scenario.
It's just like time travel, like
yeah, exactly.
Time traveling into like a before history, and then sometimes the line in the time space magnum, you know, it's like you can't alter anything. Or
exactly.
It's like
that's what I was thinking when I was watching. I was like, dude, no, don't mess with. You're in time. You're back.
But I think that's what gave away that it wasn't really time travel. It was just him tripping out.
Yeah.
Right.
All the characters that he interacted with were characters that were in real life as well.
Right.
Oh.
They revealed that at the end with Vicky was Nikki that he meets later.
Right. Even Nolte was a guy who worked at the park.
Oh. Okay. I didn't notice that.
Background characters.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool. How they connected that. But I noticed Nikki being Vicky. I noticed that. Like when it's like, you look familiar.
She had the same mark on her neck.
Yeah, on her. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in like 10 years, so I still remember all that. It's crazy.
I'm sure you probably really enjoyed it then.
Oh, no, it was great.
It's really good. This was my first time seeing the movie when I watched it, and I remember we initially had the idea of watching this in the prior group that you and I had.
Yeah.
We talked about, okay, that could be our second movie that we watched for episode 2, and then the whole shakeup happened, which that put us at short end of the stick, but that's a whole other story. And in the end, I was like when we were deciding what movies we wanted to watch, and when we were in the initial group and what movies we'd watch, we talked about we were talking about what we could watch and what was on Hulu and stuff. And one of them mentioned The Black Knight, and I was like, Black Knight? What's that? I've never heard of this movie. And I was like, and they were like, oh, The Black Knight. It's like this. It's like a guy that goes into another world, and he's like, oh wait, so it's like an anime isekai but live action. They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. I pull it up on Hulu. I look at the description. I'm like, oh my god, this sounds really good. And then on top of that, it was Martin Lawrence, which I recognized from Bad Boys. And I was like, oh, okay. And I remembered that as soon as in that opening scene when he's getting ready for the day, which was really silly and corny and funny. It was like, again,
that's a classic Martin opener though. Most of Martin openers in movies is him waking up, getting ready to go about the mission for the day.
Yeah. And it was so like, oh my god, dude, why are you doing like he did, and it was funny to see his reactions as like when he's pulling the hairs and stuff too, and and it was like really long reactions afterward. It was funny because it's like, oh yeah, I would probably do the same thing. So
I think it was funny how he ended up like mixing up the two, Vicky with the princess.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
I had to go back to figure out what happened because when that scene when the female showed up in the dark, I was looking down because I was making up notes on my phone as I was watching the movie, and I was like, wait, what happened? Because all of a sudden I hear gentle music, and I hear him say, "Oh, I thought you came back."
The scene before that, he was hitting on Vicky.
Yeah, he was hitting on Vicky.
And she wasn't really catching it.
No.
She was trying to get to the mission of her
the
rebellion or whatever.
Yeah.
And he thought that she was picking up on that.
Right.
And at the end, she kind of played it like, nah, we got to focus on the mission. And he was like, all right, cool. So when she comes back, well, she thinks she comes back.
He thinks.
Especially the princess, because the princess in the beginning of the movie, she kind of winked at him like she was.
Oh, so she had a thing for him from the very beginning.
Right.
I thought it was after he gave her a French kiss.
Nah.
That
was in the beginning. She had the thing for him, and then the French kiss kind of took her to that next spot.
Okay. I thought when I saw the movie, I thought it was the French kiss when she went, "Show me more." I thought that was when like immediately, I'm into you.
She was interested from the jump.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. And I did see the wink, but I thought the wink was like part of because the king made a joke,
Mhm.
and I thought she played along with what her father was
Nah, she was
doing.
flirting. She was flirting with him.
Oh,
She was
okay.
just letting him
Oh.
know, hey, I'm interested, and he was just like, oh.
But like I think I could somewhat tell when it comes to him with Jamal there. When he saw Vicky the first time, I was like, oh, I put down on my notes. I was like, oh, immediately he found a lover, like fell in love
It's
with
crazy
her.
how those movies turn into like love stories.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's they find the girl, and the girl that ends up guiding him ends up being the partner, ends up being their partner in the end,
Mhm.
which he ends up leaving, and then he gets her back in a way. But then at the very end of the movie, he falls into the water again, and he ends up in gladiatorial times. It's like, oh God! And then I was like, wait, did they do another movie? And I didn't have time to look it up, so I don't know if they did or not. I don't think so, because also then it wouldn't be called the Black Knight. It would probably be called the Black Gladiator or something like that.
Nah, that's the only movie of
Only movie
in
of
that
the
series.
Oh,
So,
so
yeah,
it
there's
probably
no reason.
flopped. It probably flopped.
It did flop like on IMDb, 5 out of 10. Tomatoes were like 50. Rotten Tomatoes, 15%. So the movie kind of flopped. I think
At the
like
time,
at the
though,
time,
it was great.
at like yeah,
Oh, okay.
like 2001. I wasn't even born yet. I was born in 2004, but
Oh, two, yeah.
yeah. So like like at that time, and the people have like a lot of different things about the movies, how it watched, how it's like the acting, the casting, and then everything that goes into goes in production, and then a budget you have about 50 million. It was like, wow, that was a good movie, but didn't get a good return on the box offices, only racking approximately about $39 million on that when they spent like 50 million. So they kind of lost about around 20-ish million. So
Okay,
it's kind of
okay.
like that. Yeah,
And that was at the peak of like Martin's movie spree.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just did Big Mama, first Bad Boys.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to Lose. Blue Streak. Like
Okay.
he was doing so many movies at the time, and it was at the tail end of him doing Def Jam comedy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. All right.
And he
Cool.
had his TV show on Martin. So,
Oh.
you know.
Okay. Yeah, but I think it's time to talk to transition into a little bit more like into start transitioning into more like the neurodivergent talk about. In order to do that, let's talk a little bit about you,
Okay.
because you are a comedian,
Absolutely.
and he just did a very funny video that we can't really talk about because there's a lot of. But you're on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on everything. Jordan Barosy, JORDANBAROSY, on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You can find me on everything.
Yeah, it's really. So why don't you? How did you get into comedy?
I used to go to the SUNY Plattsburgh back in 2009 and 2012, and then fresh out of like coming to school here, me and a college friend of mine at the time, we were doing a cartoon series, an all adult cartoon series.
Oh, okay.
Called Walk and Whale, and we were trying to get it picked up. Animation costs a lot of money.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
While we were doing that, we were writing jokes for the show.
Yeah.
And once we stopped doing that, because the cost started to get a little crazy,
Mm-hmm.
I kept writing jokes.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize, hold on, wait, am I writing these jokes for myself? Oh crap, I think I am, right? But like I never really got on stage at the time. And then I moved to Los Angeles. Life was kind of going crazy, ups and downs, roller coasters, things just falling apart to fall into place in a sense.
Yes.
And then I jumped out of a plane.
Jumped out of a plane?
Yeah, I went skydiving.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like
skydiving, and there's a whole story behind that, but nonetheless, as I land on the ground, I hear a voice in my head say, "Yo, man, you've been writing jokes for all these years. When are you gonna perform these things?" And I was like, "Oh snap! I think I got to do this."
Yeah.
And
Oh wow.
I signed up for the next open mic I could find that very same day. And
Wow.
Never looked
Wow.
That's cool.
back. Man.
That's cool. How's it? It's been working good for you so far. it
Yeah, I
seems.
love it. I love it. It's definitely my purpose, what I need to be doing. I naturally make people laugh. I think I'm a funny guy. Most people tell me I'm a funny guy. I'm what they say a classic comedian, where I write set up punchline jokes. So like I'm not going off of vibes, like
Right,
Gen
right.
Z type shit. Excuse my friends, type stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely, I say, a time and release type of comedian.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
That's real. There are a lot of comedians that still do comedy now that are kind of the classic type.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians is Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Okay.
That's
Fluff.
one of my favorite.
Yeah, Fluff is funny.
Yeah, he's really good. And I like his morale where he says, I'm here to entertain, not offend. Because there's so many comedians now that seem to be so afraid of the canceling that keeps happening. And
I don't think most comedians. I don't think the greatest comedians care.
okay.
Like I don't think actual comedians care about cancel. I think we're aiming to get canceled. I think if
Yeah.
you get canceled, you made it.
You made it. Like, hey, I finally got canceled for
Yeah.
for saying a controversial joke.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
before all this cancel culture, there was a legendary comedian who passed away by the name of Patrice O'Neill.
Oh,
Oh.
If you guys don't know Patrice, it sounds like you don't. Go do some homework. Patrice
Okay.
O'Neill is probably your favorite comedian's favorite comedian.
Mm.
And this guy died, I think, November 11th, 2011, like just before like social media started to really
Started to
take off.
boom, yeah. The
Yeah, this guy
Phones
was
and stuff, okay.
unfiltered.
Wow.
Unfiltered. He would have got canceled 300 times already.
wow.
And then before him, there's people like George Carlin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you haven't gotten into him, his work he would have got canceled 400 times over. So like
Yeah, that's crazy though. It's crazy to think back about how things used to be and how people really didn't care as much. They cared, but not in the sense that it's like, oh, you need to lose your job.
not
you
like it
know?
was less of a political correctness threshold. Like people weren't
Yeah.
really
Right.
to correct everything. It was just it's funny. I laughed. Let it fly. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think now we're moving as a way to kind of move into the neurodivergency thing to keep things moving along so that we don't have a whole bunch of silence. I think what makes it hard for people who are neurodivergent, who have a hard time reading people and communicating sometimes, is all this like political correctness and stuff. It makes it more difficult to communicate, especially with the blow up with the LGBTQ. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You do you. That's great.
Mhm.
You know.
I think where it comes with comedy is, I think what it is that everybody gets joked on.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets.
Everybody gets it. So like if you're saying, oh, you can't joke on me, it's like what makes you so elitist from everybody else that you can't receive these jokes?
Yeah, come on. Like if you're just like something like out of the ordinary, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just make a joke about that and all that kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, because I try to make jokes too. I try to go to open mics sometimes when I'm like really much shy of the thing, trying to become a comedian too. But it's like, it just takes all the vibe in the room. Just read the room always. That's mostly a great tip for trying to start out to be a comedian. So that's really much.
And that's a hard thing for us to read the room. That's something. At least I struggle with that. I don't know about you, but I struggle with reading the vibe of people and stuff.
I can get the vibe pretty much. I can get it as a click in the thing, as if I just take like a little look. Like if I take a look at the crowd, say like, okay, cool. I can try to do one of my personal stories about whatever happened.
Okay.
But like
that makes sense. You can kind of see it. Like I suppose you would be able to figure out like the way they're acting, like the way they look and stuff like that, or not look like look a person
But like the depends on sometimes on personality. It's not a thing about looks. It's just personality and all that kind of stuff. Where the personality of the person, like sometimes with the neurodivergent, some personalities are different.
Right.
Everyone's different. Everyone's different in their own way. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know how knowledgeable you are into neurodivergence.
I'm dealing with a lot of neurodivergent
people.
comedians.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay,
Then
so
there's-
there we go. That's another way we can keep the
Yeah.
comedy conversation into it too, because that's what I've been seeing a lot too. Is people who are neurodivergent, they will be like, "Oh, hey, I'll make fun of myself, and I'll make a positive light on these struggles that I have by exaggerating it or something like that, or exaggerating in the sense like, yo, you said this, I took it this way, so and making some kind of like quip." Sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, most of the things I think is context. Like
Mhm.
there's nuance and context, and when you're not picking up on either one, that's where people can get offended.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if you're able to identify the nuance and then kind of work around that,
Yeah.
to kind of daisy chain it into how people move, feel, their body language, all
Mhm.
of that, then it plays.
Yeah. And that for me has been a big learning curve, is figuring out the context and the body language of people and trying to read what their body is saying. But I'm a very literal person, and like my instinct is always go with what was said as like it was said how it's meant, sort of thing.
If you keep going like that, you'll have a tough time with women.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've already run into that. I've already run into that. Yeah.
You'll have a tough time with women.
With woman,
Mhm.
yeah, you gotta like
You gotta read
learn.
through-
You gotta read through the person and then all that kind
And
of
the
stuff.
lines
the
and
lines.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just
'Cause
like that, generally.
You can say you're okay, but okay can mean 10 different things.
Yes.
You can mean okay like I'm actually okay. You can mean okay like I'm okay, but I'm not ideal. You can mean I'm okay. No, I'm not actually. And it really what's said, how it's worded, how words
It's all,
plugged
yeah.
in. Yeah. So, and that's a whole thing. And what was it? We were gonna
mental health. Wasn't it?
mental health. That was something. What we were just saying before in our when we were setting up, we were talking about.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. About things sometimes like neurodivergent people have like a built-in OCD.
Yeah.
Has a built-in OCD because sometimes some people with neurodivergence, autism, and other kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes they have to like make sure everything is like perfect. They have to like play something in order or like anything of that kind of source. Like it's just like just like oh shoot, something's really there. I just gotta really just organize and all that kind
Mhm.
of stuff because some people are organized, some like are just like depends on their mood. They just get
Right.
Right.
I find myself in scenarios where I'll sit there. I'll be looking at something like, actually, for a great example, actually, I was at my residence hall that I'm at in MacD, in the common area. They have one of those big magnet Plattsburgh State logos.
Okay.
It was crooked, and my brain went, "That's not how that's supposed to be." So I corrected it. So
Okay,
it was
okay.
so like
That's like an OCD type of thing.
yeah, but
Mhm.
I don't. It's only with things that if I know how it's supposed to look, that's only when. But I don't have to do it. I can just say, you know what, I don't have time to deal with it. I can just ignore it. So there are times, but most of the time, if like an OCD comes out, it is normally for things like this is not meant to be this way. It's meant to be that way. So it's very literal. It's very straightforward and logical brained I am, and sometimes that's a blessing and a curse
Yeah.
for me. So
Okay.
yeah,
I don't see that being a problem though. I think that's everybody has like their own way of dealing with things.
right. Yeah. So it's very interesting to go through life to see like what things end up making you be like, no, I need to have this straightened out. Or because there are some things that I can just be like, I don't really need to have this in a specific order. Like I can make generalized lists online, but not have them organized to the point of like, okay, this needs to go into this category. Unless it's something, most of the time it's like important things when I do that, when I get all specified into like, okay, so I'm gonna make this for this for that, and this will go in here, and so that way everything is sorted out. But my drawer, I mean, this is kind of goes for everybody. My dresser is always like, I have my I have my t-shirts in one drawer, I have my shorts in another, I have my socks and underwear in another drawer, and then I have and then if I had a big enough dresser, I would have a separate drawer for shirts and then long sleeve shirts and then pants.
Okay.
But with the dresser thing, the thing I've been using at my dorm, I have it set up so I have top drawer is my socks and underwear. Then I have my t-shirts. I have my
essentially you have it based on how you would put your clothes on.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So it's it's organized in that way, and then I can just go through as okay. So first, let me get my shirt, pick that shirt, put it on the bed. Now let me go and pick my shorts, put that on the bed, and I'll go back up, get my socks, and then I'll get dressed, and then I'll be ready for the day. And I do find that having some kind of a routine helps. Like what I decided to do this semester is try to stick with trying to get up at around the same time, or at least be dressed at around the same time, because then it's easier for me for the days that I do have a thing to go to earlier. Like my schedule on Tuesday, Thursdays, I have a 9:30. I think that's the class we're in together.
Yeah.
I have the 9:30 class. So my whole thing is I try to be up, at least dressed by around 8 o'clock, and then ideally I'd be leaving around 8:30. And sure, that puts me
heavy on routines. I used to be heavy on routines, but after a while, the routine starts to get mundane for me.
Mundane?
Yeah, meaning like
Getting
stale.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And you got to change up your routine here
Right,
and there,
right.
add different things, add different
Yeah.
characteristics of your routine. But some of my best days come when I'm out of routine. And
Yes.
I'm just going with the flow.
I do like to. I do find that not everything has to be a routine. I am perfectly fine with not planning something. Like with this whole thing with you here as a guest.
Right,
We did not initially plan on having a guest.
Right.
And then when I saw you be like, oh, I love the Black Knight, I was like, this would be perfect.
Right.
So I was like, would you be, and that's why I asked you, would you be available to join us as a guest? And that was and then you were like, yeah, sure, what time? And then we figured it out.
Right.
So, I am completely fine with
Spontaneity.
Yes. But I also do still need a little bit of a heads up sometimes.
No, 100%.
Yeah. So sometimes like
preparation sense.
Yeah. Because like but at the same time, I don't like when I have something planned and say like Jonah, you're like, oh hey, I can't make it today. Something happened and it was like last second during the time of. That stresses me out because like I had how our podcast thing was going to go planned out. And actually that somewhat happened the first time because I was thinking like, okay, 4:00, we'd meet at my dorm, we'd have the equipment, we'd set it up, watch the movie, and then it wasn't till like 5:00 or something like that we finally got everything set and ready to go. Yeah. So that was a little bit stressful for me, but it wasn't to the point that it caused me to be overstimulated or have a meltdown or anything like that, which was good. I was glad because that would have taken a lot of energy out of me if it did happen. So yeah. Anything? I know as two have been talking a lot, and me mostly. So I think that's a thing. What is there anything you'd like to add for conversation?
I'm trying to think of a lot of conversations to have with it's just like basically everything with preparedness and everything else too. I'm different too with that kind of stuff because usually for me, like I know I'd be late sometimes. I'd be always late. Like I'm trying to like be on time and trying to like plan out the day, what's going on. But like it's been like very much been stressful from the start, and also it's not really like I don't know, but it's just like a lot of stuff and a lot of the day. Like I have been doing a lot of workload with school, with college, like a couple of my classes I'm in, like sportscasting and on-camera performance. Because I just did an interview with the car shop uptown near the Big Lots Plaza.
Okay.
I think on Thursday. On Thursday, I did an interview. I was nervous, but I was like,
I got this good and done, but hopefully it gets done pretty soon because I just gotta edit the. I just gotta do edit. I already have the intro on, so I have a little head start, and then start doing other like workload course projects that I have to do for my other courses. So yeah, it's been like a lot.
Oh,
It's been a lot. So like once you're like since like you're going to be an upper class and like becoming either a junior or a senior now, yeah, it's gonna get real.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
it's
definitely.
gonna get real. Like it's gonna be much harder and all that kind of stuff. I've been like it's like experiencing like high school again. Like okay, as I started out, okay, cool, it's easy. Then well, mostly it was during COVID. So like COVID, like mostly I couldn't even like compare my high school days and then towards now college, you know. But
Yeah.
it's just like
COVID was crazy.
It's
though. That was crazy.
it changed a lot of everything.
It definitely made a lot of changes. I remember when I was still in high school when we were in quarantine. I was in my, I think, senior year or junior year.
I was in my sophomore year.
Yeah, I was in, I'm pretty sure it was my senior year when we all got quarantined. And also when we're slowly coming out of quarantine, but still it was kind of like this hybrid sort of thing. Some classes were in person and some were not. And also with that, it allowed flexibility for like if you couldn't make it in person that day, you could still join on like Google Meet or Zoom or whatever we were using. My school used Google Meet, and then
Mine did Zoom.
yeah, North Country used Zoom a lot for their hybrid classes or online classes. It was Zoom more times than not.
They use Zoom. They don't. Sometimes they do trust Google, but sometimes about what's Google's whereabouts and all that kind of stuff with their security and all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes Google, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes doing and it's like I just leak your data, so it's like you gotta be joking. So that's why they choose like alternative stuff instead of like going towards that. And then what happened was something happens, you know, like a breach happens, you know.
Right. Yeah. That's why, and that's why this college does the whole thing where you have to do a passcode or whatever the duo. Yeah, the duo thing every time you want to sign into something, which though annoying makes sense because the amount of people who are hacking and trying to scam and hack into systems and stuff is insane. And if only those people decided to take those skills and put them for good, we would probably be in a lot better scenario, minus, you know, give or take, you know, with what has been going on and whatnot. So, you know, it's very yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, but how when you think about like the possibilities of what we could be living in if certain things that's happening either A didn't happen or B was in like a different way.
Right.
Like for example, the hackers and scammers deciding, let me use this for good. And then we wouldn't have to deal with that so much and we can actually trust calls and messages and stuff a lot easier rather than having to comb through it with a thick comb through it as you're reading everything is like, is this suspicious? And then they're getting to a point that it's hard to differentiate between a real person and then somebody who is either A, impersonating a person, or B, is set a system to do it for them and do the scamming for them. So yeah, but one conversation I thought of that we could do is talking about some of the movies that we enjoyed growing up and we still enjoy now, sort of thing. I know that's something for when we could have talked about. That was kind of my backup plan when I saw that both of us haven't watched Black Knight yet. It was like, okay, if we decide to do the podcast now, that could be a backup thing. But we're only like
30 minutes
in, and I was actually surprised on how quickly we covered the Black Knight. I was expecting us to go on a little bit more.
The movie's like about an hour and like 50 or so, like an hour or less. So like it's like best like an hour or less, like an hour or more movie to watch. Like I've been watching movies that have been 2 hours long, 3 hours long, an hour and a half.
Definitely a quick watch.
It was just a quick watch, and then it was just the start of the new like peak movies, because sometimes when creating movies, sometimes you start with like sometimes you're starting your movies like okay, your movies are doing good, and then once you get practice and more budget, it goes along the line like creating the best movies that I ever have. Like, what are movies I can compare these to? Could compare it to a lot of great movies like let's see.
Transformers.
Yeah,
is
mostly the the Transformer series, the
Jurassic Park, Jurassic
Park
World.
series, the superhero series. I think like animation movies also too.
Yeah,
a
I
lot
mean,
of
a lot of
stuff.
those stuff are just like cartoons and
Cartoons,
that used
yeah.
to be cartoons first.
Cartoons
and then
first,
just
yeah.
taking those stories and brought them to life.
Yeah.
Life, yeah, like based on like always like movies always starts like based on a book.
Yeah.
They always read the book first, and then they think like, I could make a movie out of this true novel story,
Right.
and boom, there you go, that's a movie.
Talking about a story being like redone, one story that I have seen that I've seen done in different formats of film and movies is the story of Anne, the girl, the redheaded girl that is like, oh, I use my imagination to imagine things and bring them into basically manifesting.
Right.
And that story, I recently learned that they did an anime show based off of the story of Anne, because I've only ever seen like the live action, the cartoon. I've heard of a cartoon variant and the live action variant, and now I've heard of this anime variant. Oh no, technically there's a live action movie variant and a live action TV series variant, and I think there's a musical variant of it too. Is there? No.
No, that's
No.
you're talking about different, like Annie or something.
Oh, Annie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Annie.
yeah.
Like that one on like Broadway or so.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic
Yes.
Broadway.
But like they do that a lot, and I have no problem with it, especially if it's something that falls within my interests, which some of my interests happen to be hyperfixations. For me, that's a lot of times like Transformers. I talked about this last episode, and Transformers, dinosaurs, and Pokemon. I've always been into Pokemon. I remember seeing reruns of the original show on like Boomerang.
Original Pokemon.
The one where Ash gets Pikachu and stuff.
Man, that's what I grew up on.
Here's the thing.
Pokemon.
Here's the thing.
It's one of
The episode-
It's one of the first popular animes in America.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Outside of Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Wing.
Yes, and I saw a little bit of Dragon Ball as well. Again, I don't remember specific what episodes are from what, but I remember moments. But when it comes to Pokemon, the only episode that sticks in my head that I can remember most of it, not word for word, but I remember what happened, was the episode of Meowth's backstory.
Okay.
Ooh.
That episode, because it was really good, and I like that they gave dedicated an entire episode to be like, okay, how did he get like he is?
Why
Like,
does he talk?
why does he? Yeah,
Why does
that's
he
the
talk?
big question. That's every fan of Pokemon's biggest question is, why the heck does he talk? Turns out it's because he taught himself because he wanted to impress a female Meowth, which had an owner, so it didn't work out anyways.
Because
So-
of the male.
It actually plays off of the skill set of Meowth, because Meowth can learn Mimic.
Oh,
yeah, Mimic.
Okay. I didn't make that connection. I didn't make that connection in that. That's actually interesting, and it makes a lot of sense actually. Yeah, and that's really cool. And I like that they made it because he can talk. He can call out his own moves, like command himself if he wanted to,
Right.
which is really cool dynamic to have a Pokemon that can talk but can also command himself, knowing that in order to do battles, he has to be commanded.
I'm
So-
willing to go as far as to say that maybe Meowth was the reason why we got Digimon.
Really?
Wow.
Because think about it, Digimon talks, they all talk.
Oh yeah, all
Right.
the Digimon monsters always talk.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, they had the bond of their human. Well, no, they even had that in Pokemon too.
Yeah, because some like some like different series from Pokemon and Digimon, they're mostly a good like topic to go from like together, because like Pokemon's like more like good battle style and all that kind of stuff. While as Digimon, you know, they both have a good similarities.
Yes.
But they're different each kind because you know they have used like the same devices like the Pokédex,
Mm.
and then they use a little thing to learn more information about the Pokemon and the Digimons they have. So yeah, it's just like great comparisons. Like sometimes they compare like Pokemon and like Digimon. Like some people have like different opinions about the shows. Like I have watched a little bit of some both. I mostly watched more of Pokemon because I was a big Pokemon fan back then.
Mm.
So
You know, a show that I really enjoyed rewatching because I remember only seeing a couple episodes growing up or a couple episodes or so was the original Bakugan series.
all the
Bakugan Battle
Oh
Brawlers.
yeah.
That
I haven't been in a Bakugan
but
in a long time.
that was I remember that was a thing for me for a while. That was actually that probably would have fallen under the category of hyperfixation because that's all I wanted and for a long time. And I had all sorts of Digimon. I had the cards and everything else. It was really fun.
I still have my original Pokemon cards.
Oh, I still have my Pokemon cards that I've collected over the years.
I have
yeah.
a big collection of like the older Pokemon cards. I have a big bin of them. I try to like I did because like my aunt gave me these Pokemon cards because I was a big Pokemon fan. So I was like, okay, cool. So these are like from the 90s and like the older times. So I was like, okay, I was rummaging through. Hopefully I can get the expensive card. Well, I got mostly like trainers and energies out worth a little bit.
Okay.
So it's not that bad. Also, too, I've been trying to get back to Pokemon collecting. I did do little live streams on like TikTok, whatever. Like, I don't spend money sometimes on Pokemon, but on Pokemon cards, I just like either I do spend the money on them, or just for a case like, let me just start doing Pokemon. Let me just start ripping packs open, just like.
I have not opened Pokemon packs very often, mostly because I've gotten into Magic since being here at the college, because that's what the guys at Cardinal Tabletop Guild played when it comes to that kind of card game was Magic. And all the people who had Pokemon decks never had their decks of Pokemon with them. So I was like, well, if there's any time to start getting into Magic, it might as well be while I'm at college. So I've been so I could keep being able to update my decks and stuff, I've been doing more stuff with Magic. But I am looking forward to the new set where they're bringing back Mega Evolution into the card game. And they're also bringing back Mega Evolution in the video game of Pokemon Legends ZA.
Okay.
They have...
I think the last video game I played was Sapphire, maybe Ruby.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
No, that's a classic right there. Yeah, no, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon games since I was growing up. I think I played more of the older ones. I did try. I did try to play like most like Diamond, all that kinds of stuff.
The greatest Pokemon game of all time is Silver.
Silver. Oh yeah.
Souls. I had Soul
Silver.
Silver.
Oh,
On the Game Boy?
There's Soul Silver, which is cool, but like the original Silver and Gold.
I didn't get to
they're
play
classic.
that. I didn't get to play
I
that.
have the Soul Silver one on the Game Boy Advance. I still have that. I still have that console still that day.
I have Fire Red and Yellow on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, emulators.
Yeah,
Oh, emulators. Yes, I've heard of the emulator websites and apps and stuff that you could get. I haven't tried any of them because I wasn't sure of
they're
them.
great.
They are.
Amazing.
Great.
Do they what? So do these emulators just have like every Pokemon game from like old times, or do you have
You
to?
can download like
any Game Boy game you want.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll have
Yeah.
to look into that. I remember playing growing up. I had Pokemon, I think white, either white or black. I had Pokemon Platinum, but I never played through the story. I played it completed. Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow.
Showing me the emulator on the phone.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
My Pokédex is 293 on that.
293
Yeah,
Pokemon.
there's a lot of Pokemon to catch, and plus there's some great reward when you catch them all. You know, the slogan, you gotta catch them all. You know,
Right.
So you gotta catch them all.
The only Pokemon game that I really want to try and get all the Pokemon in is Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Arceus.
Because if you do, you get to meet Arceus at the end. I haven't been able to go back and try and continue doing it, but that would take a lot of time trying to go and interact with every Pokemon you run into and catch every single one without. And then once you do, you can catch Arceus himself.
I gotta still finish Violet.
I finished. I still have to get the DLC, the extended
Oh yeah, the
bit for
extended,
Violet.
yeah. Might
And
have to
then-
get the DLC pretty soon.
I do want to get Scarlet though after I play through the
Scarlet.
DLC story of
Mhm.
Pokemon Violet.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
then I want to get Scarlet with the DLC,
Mhm.
so that way I can just play it through, and play that variant of
Try
her.
to play like brilliant the remakes of like Diamond and Pearl, the Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond. Because I have never fought Cynthia before, even though it has been released on the Nintendo DS. I had a DS growing up, but like I haven't like gotten much more Pokemon games. I had like a lot of good DS games like Mario Kart DS. There was like that one Drainage game that I like kind of do my math on sometimes.
Right.
And it's been like a long time. So like good thing remakes are getting like remade and then trying to
Mhm.
experience what people played before like original consoles.
I played Brilliant Diamond on the Switch,
Wow.
and I don't know if I did get through the final bit of the game, which was the four,
The final, yeah, the Elite Four.
the Elite Four, but it was really fun. It was really fun. The Elite Four though is just way too hard. Oh yeah, we got chat over here. You can see it better than I can because it's further away
Hello,
from
welcome in.
me. Welcome in everybody. We're
So-
just vibing. We be vibing and chatting about different movie franchise and show franchise stuff at this point
Yeah,
because we talked about the
Black
movie.
Knight.
Yeah, we talked
It
about
was
the
like a
Black
short
Knight.
watch.
Yeah, short watch and a short, even shorter
Short
chat
discussion.
It was honestly,
Then it was
yeah, but no, it was, yeah. There's a lot of things that we have now when it comes to shows and movies that are really, in my opinion, are really good. But also, I'm not that much of a critic, so yeah. But fun. It'd be interesting and fun to watch different things. I really do. And turns out Marvel's Doomsday is Jordan told me about this is a thing that is happening.
100%.
It is happening, and Robert Downey Jr. is playing as Doom.
Absolutely.
Oh
So-
yeah, the Iron Man is like MF Doom. Yeah.
I think that's interesting that they're going with the fact that they're having Doom be a multiverse variant of Tony Stark,
Mm-hmm.
and that he's going to be the villain in the movie, that he shows up, and then supposedly they're going to have a thing where they bring the Tony Stark back, the one that was Iron Man. They bring him back so that way they can do basically Stark versus Stark, because that's the only real scenario.
Victor Von Doom gotta be Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
They shouldn't make him a Stark variant. I hope not.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I still think that would be interesting though if they did that where they had it be. Well, no, because I think they worded it that his name is going to be like Victor Von Doom or something like that, but he's basically his universe's variant of Tony Stark. I think that's what they were going with.
No, like the set powers of MF Doom has,
Oh, okay.
MF Doom and Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von,
Two different things.
two different things. Oh my bad, sorry. Yeah, no.
MF Doom is a rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper. Yeah, MF Doom
MF
is a
Doom.
notorious rapper. I'm telling you, he is a great. I've been listening to like MF Doom when I was little. It was like very like good rhyming stuff, and then the music, and then the vibe and the flow. It's just like yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Man. I'm like sad like he passed away like years ago.
Yeah, they're really on Halloween.
On Halloween, and it's about to be Halloween soon, so it's almost.
So it's going to be the anniversary of his death.
Yep.
There's a lot of movies that go by that premise of like on Halloween characters who die, these people who died on Halloween or something like that come back like X amount of years later, and they come back to life to do some
To scare some people.
either to scare people or get revenge or whatever the case may be, which is going into paranormal is a premise for why a lot of when there's spirits that are left haven't crossed over, it's because they have unfinished business. So that is the main reason, and which is why a lot of times the best way to go about a paranormal investigation is to straight up, when you're interacting, ask what. Sometimes they just simply want their story told, so you just interact as like, what do you need? Is there anything we can do to help, sort of thing.
Mhm.
So it's really, paranormal stuff is another one of my hyperfixations. I've really been into, especially after doing my first investigation. It was really, in the end of it all, it was really fun. It was really interesting because, you got to be there, be at a location for 4 hours doing your investigation. And the first half is just wandering about, not getting anything because they are not quite comfortable with you yet. They're basically hanging back, just being like, what is their intention? Why are they going to do anything? Are they going to try and hurt us or anything like that? Because it's like most of the time you're dealing with another human being.
Right.
You're just dealing with their spirit. So, you got to think of it in that sense. Unless it's not human, you go, well, how would I act with somebody I've never met before?
Right.
I wouldn't just go up and approach them right away. I would try to get an idea of their character, of their person, and what their intentions are.
Yeah,
So, So it's the same idea. That's why a lot of times you find when you see these paranormal shows going like, yo, we got something already, and it's like, yeah, that's greatly edited. Like you had, if it's legitimate and they're not faking any of it, they were there for like 1 hour, hour and a half, 2 hours before they actually started getting stuff. And those episodes are basically just like compilations. But I like the shows like Kindred Spirits and Ghost Nation and Ghost Hunters with the TAP group. Those are good ones to watch when it comes to that because they will show, like, if they're not getting anything, they'll show the times that they're trying to get interaction, and they'll show their thing. They won't show the entire 4 hours because that's too long of an episode, but they'll have like maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of the episode at the beginning during their first night. They'll be like, well,
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Today's September 20th, right?
Yeah.
That's the 20th. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I'm actually going to be seeing the Demon Slayer movie
Today is
tonight.
National Batman Day.
Oh, it's National Batman Day. Oh, boy.
Batman Day.
Let's go.
Let's go, W. Alrighty.
Yeah, Batman is really an interesting character. He can fight these. It's actually crazy to think that he's just a regular guy with these technologies.
Nah, but with the backstory, yo, if you learn that backstory, it's gonna hit different. Like, his two parents died in the alley, and then his butler mostly took care of him. His butler took care of him throughout his life, and then now that's what he became for Batman. Then saw beating the bad guys, serving justice, in his place in Gotham City. So it's it's a perfect place to go through a lot of stuff. So it's watching the series when I was little, when I was watching Little Batman, hearing the singing songs, it's amazing. But it's happy happy National Batman Day.
Yes, I actually got to see they were reruns, so I didn't get to see them new, but the original Batman, I got to see a couple episodes on I don't remember what channel it was on, but it was while I was at when I was back in Bloomingdale with my mom and I were living with my grandparents and helping them out. We would watch TV and it was on. I don't remember what channel it was on, but it was on and they played it. And Mom was like, "This is what Batman was. This was Batman." I'm like, "That's Batman?" I'm thinking. I was like, really? I was like, that's nothing like I was imagining. I was imagining the CG. like the movies that use CGI and these really cool looking Batman movies and stuff like the Black Knight or not the Black Knight. That's not what they call. That's not the
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. That one, yeah.
Mhm.
Dark Knight. I've seen bits and pieces of that. I've seen a couple other of Batman movies as well, and those are the ones that I think of when I think of Batman. That or the action figures of Batman. So it gets really it really is cool to see. So yeah, but it's Is there anything you guys would like to?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get to this Chipotle.
Yeah. He's trying to get his
in my
Chipotle.
nose. I'm like,
Oh, yo, bro, he hungry, man. But yeah, no, like, I'll probably. But yeah, no, that's.
I think
we'll
we should
wrap
wrap
it
it
up,
up because
yes.
we're running out of controversial things here. So
well, all topics to talk about, but yeah, no. The Black Knight. If you have not watched it, start watching it now on Hulu and any other streaming platforms that you have subscribed to. So please watch it. It's a great movie. I don't care what the scores and the critics say. It was in 2001 anyway. So
yeah,
just watch it. You will like it. Like you haven't watched it before, just watch the movie. It's good. It's a good movie. Not too bad. But hey, this is one of the starting points of this the starting point of this director and making more peak movies.
mm-hmm.
Shout out to Marty Marr.
Martin Lawrence. Yeah,
Martin
I
Lawrence.
would rate Black Knight if I was to rate the movie. I would probably
Out of
say out of 10. I would say 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Okay.
Okay.
That's a great one. I will say see if I want to go like more on the movie. That it was like funny. It gave me a couple of chuckles and a laugh. You can give this I'll just say like an 8.5, like most of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm fairly rating it by it. So yeah, what's your rating out of 10 on this movie?
Probably 8.5 as well. Yeah, I've seen a lot of funny movies in my life, so I wouldn't count it as one of the funniest movies I've
Right.
seen.
Yeah.
It has time and place for me.
Oh yeah. I was saying 9 because it was one of those movies that got me going. I was really excited, especially by the end when I was like, no, don't. And I was standing up and I was jumping around when the bad knight there. I don't think they ever told us his name, but that bad guy there. Did they say his
I
name?
think it's something. It's not Julius.
Is
it Julius?
I didn't catch his name.
I forget.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name. I just called him the Bad Knight in my notes. I just called him the
Bad
Bad
Knight,
Knight.
yeah.
Yeah, because he's trying to overthrow.
He's trying to overthrow the king.
I thought it was crazy that they hinted to the Bad Knight's plan though, where with the chess, where he's like, I'm not trying to have the game be long, and he does checkmate.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's like that was really cool the way they revealed that plan. But anyways, yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, a lot of foreshadowing. But yeah, it's definitely one that is really fun and really interesting to watch. So highly recommend. And again, it's on Hulu. We know for sure it's on Hulu because of where we watched it. And otherwise, I don't know where else it is. So to watch it. But yeah, definitely watch that. And I hope you all have enjoyed. And I hope you listen to the next podcast.
Yeah.
And people on the live stream, you can stay. We'll be packing stuff down. But yeah, so thank you for listening. I'm Bruce.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Jordan.
And we got Jordan. Check his YouTube channel out, Jordan Barosy. And we will be, and yeah, that's our time. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Word, that was fun.
Yes, it was.
Oh boy.
There you go.
That was very fun.
That was fun. Thank you.
All right.
Food, gentlemen.
Yeah. Chow down some food. You're earning, my boy.
Yes, you did. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. John, I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting.
Yeah, see you tomorrow at the meeting.
All right, now time to pack down, Chow. Pack down. We got the live.
Pack it down. We got 2 viewers right now. Hello, chat.
Hello,
viewers.
chat. We can, if you want to stay, you can while we pack stuff down. We're probably just gonna, well, we gotta disconnect this before I get the SD card.
Yeah, we
SD
get the SD card and transfer it into his drive.
Yes, I'll put it into my I'll put it on one of my flash drives. So
There you
there's
go.
that.
1, 2,
Unplug
3.
that. Unplug this bit. This is the crazy setup we had. You know, we
Yeah,
had it
so-
all. You know,
Mumble jumble.
it was not too bad. Not too bad. It could have been worse. But
yeah, but
we did pretty good. We did pretty good with.
Yeah, so
with that.
we'll be so behind the scenes work of how we set up and how we
Take down.
take down a
and-
lot of stuff, and also too episode 3.
Yes.
Gotta talk about that.
Episode 3. We gotta figure out what movie we want to
Gotta figure out
watch.
what movie too.
Definitely think we should
Suggest,
figure out
Chad,
more.
Yo, Chad, if you got anything to suggest a movie that we should watch, please put it in. I've been watching a lot of movies since I was little, and I've been going to like the movies, especially in theaters too.
Hey yo, I have all sorts. I am the movie guy. I got DVDs.
He
man.
got
I actually,
DVDs.
yo, there was a guy in one of my classes. I said that I mentioned I had DVDs in my room,
Yeah,
and he was just like, "You have like actual DVDs?" I'm just
I
like,
still
"Yeah,
have. Yeah,
I have DVDs. I love getting DVDs.
Yeah.
You can watch them. You just pay it once, and then you can watch it for free afterward until the disc decides to
This
die.
decides to die.
You
yes.
know. So it's one of those. So I think it's a lot better. If there's
It's
a
a lot
movie
better.
you really love, just get it on
Just get
DVD.
it on DVD.
You don't have to pay a monthly subscription.
You know.
That's the best part.
Yes.
But not to say that doing that is easier, because then
then
you can technically be.
sell it. You can sell it after this. If you just, like,
I mean, no, I'm
Ah,
saying like with the subscription bit, like you can
Yeah.
get access to movies,
A
new
lot of
movies
new movies,
before
old
having
movies.
to pay. Like,
yeah.
say you
box
don't get to see a
office.
new movie you wanted to see in the theater. If it's on like Netflix or something, and you have Netflix, you can watch it then and say, okay, I want to get this on DVD, or you can watch it and say, oh, I didn't like it. So
Sorry,
I'm not
movie
gonna-
theater. Sometimes I like to pay your outrageous prices, but you know. The
I
fuck
mean,
it
Regal
is.
wasn't bad. For one
Regal's
person,
not bad.
Regal isn't
It's
bad.
not bad
It
for
was-
one person to go to a movie. It's like, I know,
Right,
just want
too.
people be like shocked too. I know, but with inflation in the inflation in the economy is worse than ever we thought. And I thought we're gonna fix it, but I think we're gotten worse. But
We
yeah, no,
gotta make it
actually,
worse.
actually, sometimes too, when you're in college, you got them student discounts, baby.
Yes, we do.
Student discounts right
Let's
here.
go.
Put in my discount. I don't care. I'll get myself a large.
I
slushie.
honestly, I ordered my ticket for Regal ahead of time, so I decided.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I decided not to.
I
wait
decided
that
to just
way.
pay it in person, just to say fuck it. I don't do it online. I just have to pay in person. It's
I mean,
much-
I
it's
could have
much-
done that,
It's
but-
much easier to get
True,
it by price
true.
instead of like doing it by credit card every time. Like I don't like sometimes I do carry cash. I do carry cash on me.
Hmm.
Like sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do just in case if something goes bad and they're like, I need the fucking money, please. I need the money. No, not really. We're
we're
very
set,
we're
we're
very
set.
we're set and we're decent to like make enough of a living to do whatever. I guess.
Yeah, I got my after the first when my first check comes in, I should be set.
I already been got paid. The refund came in, and I was like,
Oh, I got. Yeah, I got.
yippee! No, that was a big refund. I ain't gonna spill the numbers, but still.
This because we're gonna get pretty loud again.
We're gonna get pretty loud. I'm sorry, Warren. I'm sorry. You can't do your whatever 5-minute silent show. I'm sorry. You gotta talk about the weather. Yeah, the
It'll be fine.
It'll
It'll
be
be
fine.
fine.
fine. It's really fine.
Oh, we got cables
But yeah,
to
no,
wrap too.
but there's the only thing because they don't do the full payment because the school's like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the rest of I'm just gonna wait out of your rest of your refund. So yeah, so I have to be. Sometimes they'll just do it in two separate, two separate payment, two separate refund
All right,
selection
so we
payments.
have pink.
My mouse.
Okay, so pink is connected to pink still. This is probably for blue. So
Yeah, this is
we're
for
gonna
blue. Yeah,
wrap
I
this.
know. Why do
I'm gonna
people?
I'm gonna go down here so you can see how we have to wrap things. Well,
You know what really
Yeah.
grinds my gears? These things, because every time people using these carrots, they keep popping them out.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we can't tell because we gotta, it'll be easier when it tells them. But some people like to pop it off. But yeah, look, coiling for me is
It's very straightforward.
it's very straightforward once you get it. But during my school years, why am I struggling? Why the frick?
Why
am I
is this?
struggling?
Why is this?
What
so
is
hard?
this? I only know the headphone wrap method. I know how to.
Yeah.
I'm looking them. Look at this. Look at this. I'm making smaller.
I did, yeah.
Sometimes I do
did
it
a pretty
smaller,
good
then I
job
just
here.
stretch them out. It doesn't
All right,
affect
so I
anything.
got blue. I
But
got
people
this
despise
case
me
down.
of like doing that because it's like you're
This-
doing it too small. Like, hey, as long as I'm getting a good coil out of it, be quiet. But like, anyways.
Eh,
Oh my God, what happened? You can't close it?
I gotta line it up just so that way it rolls
Damn.
shut. Come on.
Yeah, man. Come on, it's really come on. Just gotta come on. Come on, you gotta fit it. You gotta fit the thing.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello,
One
gentlemen.
case is shut and set and ready to go.
All right.
Heavy.
Heavy, yes. Always too. We lift. So this is why we get our muscles. Not because of the free weights. We get it because of the stuff we carry.
From other things.
Or other things that we carry. So that's how we got big muscles.
Ha.
Oh,
Strong like bull.
strong like a bull.
Strong like bull. Yes. Be
Yeah.
strong like bull.
I think I did it a little too small.
Little bit, yeah.
Little bit too small.
Just a little bit, yeah.
It's like no. The worst punishment of a comm student of just like you're not trying to coil right. Like you're getting punched. You're not leaving this room until you know how to coil it right.
Oh my god, that was so frustrating when we had taking basic audio and just like, oh nope, you got to do it right. You can't leave until you do it right. It's like,
Fuck!
I have places to be.
I got places to go. Please let me go. I got other classes to do.
Well, we don't.
Who's
you need to do it
texting
right.
me?
Somebody that loves you.
There, I got it. Look, chat. I don't care. I don't care how.
It's
small
all
it is.
set. We're ready to
Look,
go. We
it's
can
all
put it
set.
away.
We coiled it. All right, here you go.
There we go. We put that in there. Now we put the other one. Let's get this all set in there, and then we can bring this back. We're gonna do the editing a different day, but that requires a chat. I gotta do a Google Drive, a shared drive for the two of us, that I can put the file onto, so that way we can both have access to it. So that way, if like say one of us is available to go into edit share and or not edit share, but Google Drive and go onto Adobe, because we're probably gonna use Adobe for our podcast, because I don't think it's gonna be that much of a, you can do it either way with Adobe or Pro Tools. I know you can do Pro Tools and Adobe pretty well. I have
not touched like any of these things since I got out of like most of the classes. So, but also too, I've been learning with new Adobe stuff that I have not really learned. After Effects. Yes, I've been
After Effects.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm doing a motion graphics class Monday. Oh my god, that class is so fucking long.
How long is it? Is it like?
Okay, so it's 5. Okay, so it starts at 5, right? It doesn't get done until 7:45.
Holy shit, bro!
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh
I
my
don't care.
God.
But good thing our professor is really nice. So thank God we take breaks, because sometimes when sitting in a computer like this really gives you scoliosis. Not really.
Yeah.
It gives you a little bit.
Could definitely
you
get
can
some.
you can get scoliosis. Fuck. I don't know. I've been standing right. I've been massage chairing every now and then if I need to recover. But yes, you can get scoliosis from the computer. Just don't bend. Just stand straight. I don't care if you're gaming and trying to like.
I gotta finish this.
I gotta lock in.
Lock in, man. Lock in.
Lock in. So yeah, no. But yeah, no. It's really a tedious process.
Yeah, but it's fun. But it'll
very
be
fun.
fine.
We're fine. We're fine.
It's great.
It's good. We have a good life. It's fine.
All right, let's see if I got this in a way so that way I could close it. This.
Right, time to close the case.
Close enough.
Yeah, but no, the cases is good. Like, it's good.
No, yeah, they definitely protect.
They
these.
protect.
And now all I gotta do is
Put them in the cart.
that, but also I gotta get this case ready to go so that
Yes.
way We gotta
Unexpected
export.
item in backing area. What the fuck?
We gotta export this.
Who's trying to draw Goku?
It was just Goku's hair. That was Jordan. Jordan put Goku's hair on the mirror. Let's see if I could get this in the.
It's me, Goku. Is
Goku
that what you
hair.
got?
Let's see if we can. Is Goku's hair over in the, can you? No, you can't see it very well. I gotta
can't
bring you
see
up.
it very well.
Look at this. 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 This is so good. Look at
Art.
art. It's beautiful.
Art
It's Goku's
is
hair.
beautiful. Hey,
It's
me,
Goku's
Goku,
hair.
but with hair.
It's just Goku's hair. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. He's alive.
He's
Don't
alive.
worry.
We didn't kill him. Nobody killed Goku.
It's just hair.
All right. System.
Narrate.
That wasn't it. We need to
Show.
export. Oh, show. Here we go.
Export. There it
yes,
is. There.
Export. Exporting.
Yippee! We're exporting. Hey, that went fast. So it's now a success.
All right. Now we can turn this off.
Yes. Turn it off. Are you sure you want to turn off your device?
Turn off.
Yes.
Yes.
I like to turn it off. Turn
You did.
off.
Oh, I did.
No, you didn't press it. You didn't
Oh,
press
I
hard.
thought I did.
No, you'll lightly
All right. Well, now we have to turn off the live, and so yeah. Have a great ciao. Have a great day. Bye. Hope you
Bye.
enjoyed.
Arigatou gozaimasu.